I swore I would never do this, but I did it. And I found myself at Walmart on Good Friday, on not Good Friday, but on Black Friday. That's the other Friday. And I was there on Black Friday, and I wasn't going to go, but my brother lured me there, because he said this. He said, no, he was talking about my 5-year-old nephew and my 2.5-year-old niece. And he says, look, Patrick, there's all these doorbuster deals, and they unlock them at 10 o'clock, and I can't do it by myself. I can't be at every pallet that's located on every aisleway. I just won't be able to get your niece and your nephew all that they want for Christmas. Can you possibly live with yourself if you don't help me? So that's all I needed to say, because I love Brennan and Norris so much. And then I said, I not only will help you, I will make everybody go. And so we assembled a crack tactical team of 10 people. And we showed up at Walmart at 8:30, and sure enough, at every aisleway, there's these little pallets, or big pallets, filled with all these doorbuster deals. How many of you were there? Just a few, the angry people, good. And they were wrapped in this plastic, and we all got our assignments. My assignment was the Matchbox crisscross crash track. That's hard to say. And so I found that and stationed myself there. And right next to me was a lady who'd been there since 4, because she found one of 2 Barbie cook set stovetops, and she was sitting on it. She was not going to give it up. And all my other children and our friends, Matthew was down the way, and he was in charge of board games. And Madison had the $5 Barbies. And Terrace had the movies. And Lisa had an assignment. And my oldest son had the little girl's makeup. And I just prayed it was for my niece. And we all had our assignments. And from time to time, as we waited there, 10 of us, somebody would come by and try to rip off the plastic from the doorbusters and take something and put it in their cart. And when they would do that, I would sound the alarm. I would say very loud, ma'am, you can't do that. And the Walmart clerk would come over and say, yeah, you got to wait till 10. And they would hate me for that. And I say, I go to First Baptist. And that's what I would tell them, yes. Just come visit us over at First Baptist. That's a great place to be, you know. And they would put them, they would hated it. Well, everything was nice and cordial for a long time. Everybody was in position. I'd even, because I'm a strategist, sent Madison's good friend, Olivia, up to the register so that she could be stationed there when we got all of our stuff. And as 10 o'clock approached, the crowd began to build. And we had our own Occupy Walmart experience going on there. It was a mob mentality, and it was building, and everybody was in position, and the aisleways were filled with people. It got quite scary and exciting. I could see Matthew down the aisleway, but behind him were these giant Barbie convertible cars, the kind you actually get in and drive. I mean, they're huge. And at 9:47, because I looked at my watch, something happened. The mob began to shout, and jeers began to happen, and these giant Barbie cars behind my poor 16-year-old son came off the pallet. And it was like somebody had shot a gun, and everybody just said, go. And man, we were ripping off all the other plastic, and I grabbed my Matchbox cars, and because I'm a Christian pastor, I looked at the woman sitting on the stove, and I said, God bless you, good luck. And I took off. And I was trying to get to my son Matthew, because he was saying, Dad, help, help. I mean, I couldn't get to him, and I had to come to grips with, I'm going to lose my son at the toy aisle at Walmart. So because I'd planned this out, I put everybody's name in my texting program, and I texted them a good Christian message. Every man for themselves, see it, register 11. And we got up to register 11, and everybody got there. You know, it was just like, we made it. And then I said, where's Jonathan? My brother, where is he? And I knew he'd been eyeing this $2.98 waffle iron. Have you seen this thing? $2.98. And about that time, we were all ready to register. They wouldn't let us check out till 10 o'clock. 2 police officers run down to the small appliance aisle. So I looked at my boys and said, let's go follow the po-po. And so we took off and started following the cops, and we ended up in the small appliance aisle around a pallet. I guess the mob mentality hadn't hit the front of the store yet, because they were all waiting there, because there was 3 police officers and 2 Walmart clerks surrounding the $2.98 waffle irons. And right in the middle of it was my brother. And I couldn't get to him. I couldn't reach him, so I just yelled a prayer to him. Fight the good fight, my brother. Give me that waffle iron. And we left and walked back, and as soon as we got back to Register 11, the crowd went nuts, and we knew they had released the waffle irons, and people were going crazy. And just shortly after that, my brother comes walking up all dejected to Register number 11. I said, where's the waffle iron, bro? I couldn't get it, man. I almost got arrested back there. I couldn't get it. And my oldest son, Keaton, this really happened. My oldest son, Keaton, goes, you didn't get the waffle iron, man? And he took off to the small appliance aisle. And I thought, my 20-year-old is going, I'm going to get arrested over a waffle iron. And he went down there, and we started checking out, and we heard him shouting as he ran his way back. And he said, Dad, you're not going to believe it. Well, I didn't want to know because, again, I'm a Christian. And I got the last waffle iron. I got right up to the front. Again, I just had this image of him pushing and shoving. But again, I didn't ask. Sometimes you don't want to know. And he said the very last waffle iron, the clerk threw it over his shoulder, and I was the tallest person in the room, and I grabbed it. And here it is, right here. So proud of him. $2. And when that rang up, $2.98, that's my boy.